happening today is the Manchester Derby. It's tribal warfare, like Martin Tyler used to call it. And before we start there, we are going to go to Mr. Harry Maguire, man of the match versus I know it's only Sheffield. Is it Sheffield? No, it's only Sheffield.
It was Sheffield.
It's
last
only
weekend,
Sheffield.
Saturday.
And then a winner in the Champions League. It was only Copenhagen. But it's a winner. And even Onana saved a penalty. And that day, the Lord of Football was on one side.
Yes.
But please, that man on the screen right now, I think he has BK. He is not great. Even his interview, and here's the thing, I told you, Maguire just gets in his own way. Even when he was asked about the interview, he spoke about he's very proud of the way he has conducted himself in the last 6 to 12 months. I told you, Maguire finds a way. Like, he didn't have to say that. Like, you just have said, I've just kept the faith, I've just trained, and I stayed ready. But he had to say, to give himself props.
Yeah,
that's just Maguire.
Actually,
That's why
nobody's going to give him props.
But at least he has tried. He has at least. Can we all agree show that he's better than Lindelof, please?
Yes.
Can we just agree on that fact? I know it's very hard for Sammy to swallow
it. It has never been in doubt.
No. Sammy thinks Iceman is better. Can we just agree? In fact, I could go far ahead as saying the only defender who's definitively better than Maguire at United is the World Cup winner.
Varane.
Yes. I think he's the only one who's definitively better than him. I think he was just a victim of the coach not liking him and the coach wanting him out and the coach deciding I'd rather play Luke Shaw as a centre back.
When you said World Cup win, I thought you were saying Martinez, yeah?
No! Oh, my apologies!
World Cup winners.
My apologies.
Like, what?
United have 2 World Cup winners.
My apologies. You know, because in my head there's no where Lisandro features in World Cup.
Wokabi.
A few minutes.
But when did he play? Did he play a game?
He came on as a sub. He came on as a sub.
Eh?
Yeah,
He came on as a sub.
Did he start a game?
Yeah, he played.
Did he start a game?
Start?
In the
No.
group stages, I think.
Did he start a game?
I think he did.
I think he did. I think, was it one?
Should be one. Like
He started?
He played left side.
I thought they had their centre backs were Mr. Romero
But I think he played left back.
and Nani. And one of my favorite ragtag defenders, Otamendi.
Otamendi, yes.
Otamendi.
Okay, it's okay. So
I'm not
correction.
sure of a start, yeah, but he won the World Cup, yeah.
Correction.
Yeah.
Varane is the only one who's better than him.
Well, yes, you have a point. Yes, you do. You do. We are not being prisoners of the moment, but he's done a decent job. Even you could see the humbleness from Erik ten Hag when he's lauding his performances and talking about how he's handled everything off field and then coming on and being involved and doing everything that you've wanted a defender to do, and even doing what the strikers ain't doing. Yes.
But United simply look like they have no plan for the most part.
Ni kujaribu tu.
United you when you watch United, do you see a plan?
No, I don't.
Like that
I
first
don't.
half of Copenhagen, because you know at times I watch it so that I'm like, hey, okay, what's the plan? Second half, at least Eriksen seems to move things a little bit, and now I wonder, how do they play today? How does United host City today? What do
There's a piece I was reading on Erik ten Hag admitting that he's had to force his way back to being a pragmatist and do away with all the promises he gave us when he signed for Manchester United last season. And I guess that's the plan that they should follow today. So it's never been any different when you're playing against Manchester City and you know they're going to have a share of the possession, they're going to have it. So United will be defend solidly, and then you're going to depend on the fast guys on the counter attack. And if anyone can step up, it's going to be Marcus Rashford. He loves this fixture, he's quick. Bruno Fernandes does too. And if you have Højlund who can sprint,
Marcus?
that will help. Yeah, he only needs this one game, and then his confidence is going to be back. There is no doubt.
But okay, we've been waiting for Marcus to get his confidence back. He scored in some games, and you're thinking then, okay, that's the spark that he needs. But he hasn't really done anything afterwards. My biggest challenge is, are you as good on the counter as you were a few years back? I really doubt you are.
No.
You're not.
Yes.
So do you have confidence that that tactic is going to work?
Yes, I do, because we've got the individual brilliance, which you lauded last time out when you talked about Manchester United and how they get their goals. So if you've got one chance, you free up Bruno Fernandes, he can score in Astana. Diogo Dalot can do too. And
That's a tactic.
yes, that's the tactic. It's not hard. That's going to be the tactic. Yes, we won't dominate the game.
Yeah, but
for
I mean,
sure.
sometimes it's down to luck, you know. I mean, how many times will Bernardo Silva score the goal he scored against Burnley? How many times will you be getting like last-minute winners like McTominay? You're playing against champions here. They're not going to give you that time and space to do that, to create. You remember how Man City played against Newcastle? They were one man down, but they were really solid.
Yeah.
Rodrigo is back.
Yeah, I think for a city that is united by passion and divided by color, I think right now
Hey,
the Blue
Hey!
Say that again.
yeah,
Say that again.
Rudia.
Rudia kile umesema.
Kuzoea hivi.
Umerai hapo kama nani anakuanga rapa siku hizi? Start again.
Kama Kendrick.
Come again.
Kendrick Lamar.
for a city united by passion and divided by color. Right now, I think the blue side of Manchester is the most dominant one. And going into this game, as United invite City, I think United will just have to sit back and hit us on the counter, because that, I think, would be their best game as of now. Because trying to go all and out against City would be chaotic for them. Because it reminds me of what Eric Ten Hag, the assembly that Eric Ten Hag had with the United players just before the FA final. You remember it? When he called out the fans that you're going to play so well against against City, and in the 20th second of the game.
Hiyo ilikuwa kujichocha.
Yes.
Lazima ujichoche. Lazima ujiamini. Tutacheza poa hata kama tutafungwa.
But then again, in a derby, all things are thrown out of the window, because yes.
Have you seen the last few derbies?
Yeah, I have.
Have you seen
No,
United
not
in the last
in
few
this
derbies?
I have.
Have you seen United ile 6-3 ilikuwa last season?
Ilikuwa last
It
season.
was.
Yeah.
Alafu
And then after that we
ilikuwa
won.
nini?
United won 2-1.
Ile 2-1 eh?
Yes.
Alafu umeona derby. Alafu uliona derby. No, let's stay with United and derbies. That is City. Now turn if you want United versus Liverpool.
Lakini that
Wonder what has been happening in the last few.
fine.
Like my point is, I hear you. Derby the form is thrown out of the window.
Yes.
But this current United team,
And
I'm not sure they have a window.
Yes,
I
and
mean,
my worry is
Sammy,
that they don't have a plan.
Like
They not depend on
last
individual.
season you could
Yeah.
see
That
actually
is the problem.
last season after United lost the 6-3, you could see them regroup and
yeah.
this season everyone, correct me, have you seen anyone who's seen United have regrouped? Let's stick with you, because you have you felt these guys are regrouping?
No, only one game that has convinced me was against Crystal Palace, and they played their second team. There hasn't been a performance that has been convincing enough that has made me feel that way.
That's what worries me.
That's
Yeah,
the challenge.
exactly.
With regards to that, that's what I'm saying. I know the whole derby things got off the window. The only other thing would be City have been oddly
Yes.
Off a bit.
Yes.
Vulnerable.
You know?
slightly off.
Yeah, because they've
Yeah.
lost 2 games.
But-
Their last 2 and won 1.
And they have conceded in their last 6
Yeah.
games. So there is of course a window that they're going to concede, and they don't have Manuel Akanji today.
Yes, and to
Yeah,
add,
but you see that gives Nani
So-
Vardiol
Vardiol.
an
Vardiol
opportunity to
Yes.
play in the middle.
and as I
It
said,
does.
Listen,
yeah.
let me tell you why. Sammy, let me tell you why I ask so. They don't have a kanji,
Yes.
but who are the centre backs that City can call on?
Yes, they've got Vardiol can come on.
Count. No? Vardiol?
Stones.
Yes.
Do they have another one?
Stones.
Yeah.
Do they have another one?
Diaz.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Sasa, alafu.
Ake play on the left.
I'm not but continue. And who else? And Ake, and Kyle Walker, who can play as a left side. So City losing, not having a kanji is
Neither here or
Yeah.
there.
exactly
Yeah, it's-
exactly
Neither
like
here
they
or
can't even give you any hope. Like
Okay, so what about them conceding?
them not having KDB is big.
Yeah.
Them
And Rodri.
maybe not having Rodri
Rodri
is
is
huge.
huge, yes.
City not having a kanji is like, okay, sawa,
Yeah.
Vardiol, please come.
They,
Like,
they
it's-
have quality.
Yeah, like, not like, okay, Ake come. Stones, you are back, by the way. Karibu sana. Diaz, kaeni hapa, tukae
Yeah.
hapa, tusimame hapa. Like,
Yeah, I get Sammy's point, but we also have this thing. We have quality players who will outscore you guys with more goals. Yes, we'll concede. We score so many goals, we concede so many goals, but then again, look at the quality up front.
Yeah, let me add something.
Hey, Bana
I think
Teddy.
No,
my-
the quality
You're just
up front-
serving this guy a dose of reality, man.
No, that's
Yeah, no,
that's not
those
in
of
doubt.
reality.
The thing is, there exists a window where United can capitalize on their defense because it hasn't been the greatest. That's a fact.
Yeah,
but we are not arguing on their offensive quality, and that's why I said we need to put blocks in behind
Yeah,
and
and
prevent
and-
them. They
and-
get
and
one
basically-
opportunity. Mesha Kelia for young boys, that goal can be something we learn from.
And unfortunately, I haven't. I watched your game against Sheffield United. It was an okay game.
Yes.
You could have
It
lost.
was
that
a
game.
hard watch.
Yeah, it was an.
It was a
I'm
hard-
trying to.
in
I'm
fact-
trying to be
in
polite.
fact-
For a man who love hard watches.
In fact, a hard watch. There are two different kinds. A hard watch in that you want to see
Something,
a plan.
yeah.
When Arsenal yesterday were killing Sheffield,
Yeah.
just like I said with Dortmund and PSG,
Uh-huh.
my head went back to that game. I was like, in ile team Manu wali half and
Walingangana.
puff.
Yes.
And Spurs
yes,
too.
Yes.
We need to be clear on that.
Eh?
And Spurs too. They
Yes,
have 10 puffed
okay.
against the same team.
Yeah,
Same opposition.
but here's the thing: United should not be measuring. I don't know. I this is one of the points I've never been able to completely get through. Or like, there are teams who the level are higher. Like United should not get any consolation from Spurs. United should only get consolation
This season's
from no. This season,
Generally.
this season we don't even know how it's going to end. Like my point is always United should compare themselves to what has Liverpool done, what has City done, what has the Arsenal done, okay? And even there, then they go a step higher. What is Juve doing? What is Madrid doing? What is Barcelona doing? What is Bayern Munich doing? Those are like their peers. But United cannot get hope from. But even Spurs walingangana.
And we have won our last two games against Sheffield, against Copenhagen.
No. Yeah. But at least they're on a two-game winning run. In two-game winning run.
No, three
Three.
games.
Three.
Yeah,
Ah,
three
very
wins.
nice.
Yeah,
But
they never run.
my question was, Sammy, what have you seen in these 3 games now, that convinces you that you're slightly getting something right?
I wouldn't say there is anything, but I would go down to individuals and how they've reacted. Now, for Harry Maguire is a plus, definitely. It's good to see Sergio Reguilon. It's good to see Sergio Reguilon back. And of course, Andre Onana's saving that penalty. That's a major moral booster.
Onana today needs to have the game of his life. I think he really needs to have the game of
He
his
will
life.
face
just
so
to
many
put
shots
it-
for sure.
Yeah, he will.
Yes.
I
Just
hope
to
the
put his
game.
name
I
in
hope the
there.
Copenhagen game turned
Turns-
his confidence.
Exactly.
I hope it did. You mentioned Region.
Spurs
Left
reject,
back.
man.
I'm not even going to go into rejects. No, but just the way you watch again. The way you watch a player and you see something, you get some excitement. Hey, you watch him, Bona, you're like, wow.
And the worrying
Chua Marcelo.
And the worrying thing, when he came before the injury, he was their best player. Meaning how poor is
Leo,
the team.
look short,
Reguilon
arudi
is
Sudani.
your best player.
Leo, what?
Maybe the turn of the year.
Where?
Hey.
It's na new Roberto Carlos.
Can I tell you guys something? Leo,
Is still unavailable. The only one who's coming in is Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka is the only one who's nearing. But you understand that we didn't have a left back, and it's better to see Sergio Reguilon
I
there
know.
than Abrabat.
But there was that kid, the kid in the academy. Why can't they just promote that kid?
No,
they have a very good kid.
A left back.
They have a very, very good kid who they say is one for the future. I forget his name. They've been
Played against
saying this
Arsenal
kid.
in the preseason, right?
Yes, they're saying this is the next big thing. Even against Sheffield, they can't play him. Anyway, so what happens today so that we finish this conversation?
United put everyone behind and they sneak one in the counter-attack 1-0.
Tedio?
United wanaenda kushinda poa. Yeah.
Mandaku?
Kushinda poa tu.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what? It will be. I think I'm thinking a draw. It's just grind. I don't know. I just feel United will just grind it. Watangangana.
3-1 win.
City.
Yeah. Oh, why you look at me like that?
No, see, I just
Sammy's looking at me like it's when you're United win. Come on, man.
I agree. I think City win just because United haven't given me something that to hold on.
And do you think that thing when hawana plan itakuwa plan?
No. Hawana plan. The coach obviously creates a plan. I think it's just how they're able to execute. I think that's the problem. Their inability to execute the plan. But the coach definitely has a plan. I'm sure the coach has a plan. It's just how do you execute it? We just don't seem to be able to see the execution. So, because I'm assuming they train Monday to Friday, so they have a plan.
No,
but they are not able to execute it.
Yeah.
Mostly because Copenhagen are decent guys. They played really. If you saw them versus Galatasaray in the first game, they moved the ball around nicely. So I would just wonder what will happen with City. I feel like City will just have a bit too much. And also, guys, you are saying, City have been but City are. See, if they win today, they are 2 points off the top. And remember, they are doing all this without KDB.